never should have left you. But you did. And you're going to have to live with that decision.
This is Major Kira, the highest ranking majordomo on the station. And I suppose you're the one I should be talking to.
Make it brief. I don't think you're talking to collaborators.
I'm asking you politely, simply requesting that I be allowed to return home.
Your request is denied.
I doubt if you have the authority to make that decision.
Dacian occupational government was sentenced to exile. Your name.
Screen with the agenda. I'm going to mute myself now.
Well, I'll mute myself, but I don't know if I'll be able to unmute it again.
I guess everybody wants me to talk, huh?
Can easily unmute myself. He's got Wheel of Fortune going on over here.
All right, can you guys see the agenda?
It looks like it's loading. It says you have started sharing screen.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You see the agenda?
There we go. Yep.
Okay. All right, we are recording. Thank you for joining us on our February 2021 Westland Historical Commission meeting. My name is Ryan. Joining us tonight is Brenda Ozog, Mike Meckalone, and John Grace. Absent at the beginning of the meeting are Cassie Smith and Jonathan Hayes. So we do not have a quorum. We will record and upload either later tonight or tomorrow when it's done doing its thing on Zoom. Having no quorum, we cannot approve January minutes. So we will take care of that next month. We did have at least one accession or one artifact donation this month, which was photographed and accepted by myself on behalf of the commission. And that was a John Marshall Junior High jacket, which is a great addition to our collection. Just kind of figure out how to display it in the school display. The gentleman that donated it said he bought it himself in 1975. So that's pretty cool. I think the school was built in the late 60s, if I'm not mistaken. So that was one. Brenda, did you get anything? No?
No, I didn't get anything.
All right. So just to go down our events list, on May 22nd, we have the Rosie the Riveter Tea. On June 19th, we have the All American Cruise. On June 26th, we have a paint and sip. We still have to figure out the design or the picture that we're going to be painting. July 17th is the Vintage Auto Festival. Don Nicholson is organizing that on our behalf. The September 25th is a square dance. September 26th, I believe, Brenda, you said that you wanted the cemetery walk on September 26th.
Yeah, the Wayne Historical Society will help us with this cemetery walk, but we have to help them with theirs the following weekend.
Okay. Do you know what cemetery they're doing?
I want to say St. Mary's.
Okay. So we did get permission to use Ganong Cemetery as long as it's not a as long as it's a tasteful presentation, like no ghost stories. It has to be historical. So if we do it where, I think it was William Ganong, he died or he was wounded at the Battle of Fredericksburg. He died about a year later, or I don't remember. It has to be historical. It cannot be, spooky, which is fine. We can certainly do that. So I'm working on making a list for that. I'm trying to get a cross section of different people, men, women, military, non-military, business owners, different things, so we can have a good cross section of historical figures for this area. So I did get these pumpkins. I'm gonna hammer them onto the end of stakes, and then the stake will get driven or pounded into the ground. So that'll tell the participants which station to go to next. But we'll plan, we have time to plan other things for that. October 2nd is a Saturday. That's the haunted yard sale. Would be our second event for that. Then there's the Witchy Women Dance. That's something Cassie and Brenda are going to put together. Looks like someone might be trying to come in. Dennis. So I don't know anything about the Witchy Women dance. So Brenda, if you can explain
It's something like they do on YouTube. Women get to dress up as witches, and there's going to be a synchronized dance. I think my daughter was going to be putting something together, but then Cassie's posted out for other people. So as far as my daughter knows, she's the one that's going to choreograph it.
Okay.
It's just a one-time. It's just a one-time thing. It's a fun event.
Okay. Next event is Trunk or Treat on October 23rd. The adult ghost hunt is October 29th. And if Don was here, I'd ask him his suggestions on doing a virtual Santa Claus sometime in December. He wanted us to do that this past December because of COVID, but I didn't know anything about how to do a virtual Santa Claus event, so we decided not to do anything. But if this continues, and I don't blame anybody who has not gotten the vaccine, who will be getting the vaccine, whatever your reasons are, if you decide to, for lack of a better term, sit out 2021 uh, events unless they're virtual, like Zoom. I don't have any qualms about anybody doing that. We would continue to do that as long as we need to. But December 4th is the first Saturday. So I would tentatively put that down for a virtual Santa Claus.
That's when Wayne is having their tree lighting ceremony.
Okay, like I said, it's tentative. I mean, we can change it. Don is our Santa Claus, so it's whenever he's available. And what he did last year with another museum was he read Christmas stories online through Zoom or something. We can certainly do that. We can tag along with whatever museum he has with them. But again, I've never done a virtual Santa Claus. So that's events. For reporting out, there's no news for gift shop sales because we haven't really been doing anything at the museum. There's no news from the city, except they will be. It's not news for us. It's just news for the whole city at large. Apparently, they came out with a plan to do vaccinations for citizens 65 and older. Social media, you can see our numbers on the side there. Per our meeting last month, I did create a TikTok account. We have one follower, which I believe is myself. We have 5 likes. We only have 2 videos. One video is I was working a couple weeks ago and I saw a deer in the woods, and I'm like, what is that? And then I caught it. I used the "Do You See What I See" Christmas song as the background song. People loved that, and in just 2 videos, we have 356 total views, which is pretty cool. I just learned this past weekend for TikTok, you can't go live until you have 1,000 followers. So we need 999 followers to go, but we'll get there. So that's all for the social media, except I want to thank Mike for updating our genealogy website links. I asked him to do it, and then he messaged me and said, I did that a week ago. So great anticipation on your part, Mike. Thank you. Old business, archives needs to be cleaned, organized. So we need to get working on that, and everybody needs to participate. It can't be just one person. So if you're working a Saturday, or for our society members, if you're available on a Saturday, come on up and we'll do some organization in the archives. We're trying to do people, places, which includes, businesses and all that, schools, political, and we have one photograph file cabinet. Those are the file cabinets. On the shelves, it has to be Michigan, Nankin, Westland, and then Eloise. And we should probably keep the Eloise records in the file cabinet separate. That way they're easily accessed. Continue to promote the First Families and Businesses program. First Families and Businesses, it's not just those, it's historic homes. We want to recognize like the Ackley home on Glenwood, or there's a house on Cherry Hill east of Newburgh that looks like the farmhouse. I want to do some research on that house and see when it was built. I think the last time I checked, it was around 1900, so I'm not sure. But if there's a historic home, we should recognize it, and we should come up with not just a certificate for it, but maybe a small plaque of some sort. But of course, we'll have to get permission from the homeowner to do this. We still have to come up with a more extensive marketplace wish list. I know part of the wish list was to paint the garage, paint the farmhouse. Don is organizing volunteers to do both of those. Go ahead, Brenda.
I saw an ad on TV about something. It's like a rubbery stuff to put over the holes. I can't think of what it's called right now, and I was wondering if
Seal?
that would,
Lex Seal?
something like that. Yeah, is that something that we can use on our buildings?
Maybe.
And then we,
I mean-
I met somebody this last weekend, who's from a Boy Scout troop that may be able to have his troop come and help us.
Is that the Garth Brooks impersonator?
Yeah, I just messaged him, asked him to join us on the meeting, so I don't know if he's trying to get on or not.
Okay. I haven't seen any
Requests?
yeah. It's just the six of us.
Okay. Well,
Jonathan
he's
is
aware.
okay.
Is a marketplace wish list, is that, we were talking the last time, I'd asked about maybe getting together and making a list of everything that needs to be done. Is that what that's representing?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
And what I was thinking of doing was, I'm sorry, Mike, but I'm going to take one of those sheets of the poster board sheets that we bought a couple years ago with the lines
For our 5-year plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I was going to keep flopping around.
Oh, come on. I'm going to take one of those and put it on the wall as you come up the stairs in the office, and that'll be our to-do list. And as something gets, like we talked about last month, if you see something that needs to be done, you can't do it yourself, put it on the list. If there's something on the list that you can get done by yourself, check it off, cross it off, so we know what's done, what still needs to be done. And we can update that on our main page, the volunteer page, the society page, all the pages, every page. I'm sure someone in Bangladesh will be happy to know that we got the toilets cleaned.
there's a lot of things that need to be done on the buildings that we should identify so that we can determine what the city. I mean, some of that stuff the city has to take care of.
Yeah.
Some of the, talking about like the lights in the garage and some of the electrical and some stuff that needs to be done to code should be coordinated by the city rather than us, right?
You would think, and yes, I know this is on record, and someone's probably going to see it and report it, but we were given a list of what the city is responsible for and what we are responsible for a few years ago, but that was when we had members. We're down to 4.
Right.
So we've been like the last couple weeks, I emailed Vic and said we need to get the parking lot plowed, the sidewalks shoveled, and everything. First time I emailed him, he said fine. I emailed him again, said that they didn't do a good job. They need to do the sidewalks, the porches, and the ramps. They went and did it. The last time we had big snow, or not big snow, but at least 2 inches, 3 inches, I reminded him that the city needs to plow our village, and he told me to contact Kyle. I contacted him, and he sent someone out, but they keep missing the driveway. It's like they're digging a hole by the outhouse. They keep missing the driveway. The sidewalk for Collins, they did a zigzag from the driveway to the porch. They didn't do from side to side down the sidewalk.
Mm.
So I don't know what we can do, and I know snow removal is not the only thing that we need to worry about. We can make a list and submit it. Hopefully, someone at the city level will say, "Hey, we need to help them out." But
Well, if they're not going to do it, I mean, and then it's no issue then going out on their own and deciding if we need to hire people or
Right.
rent stuff to do.
right, and
Okay.
I completely agree with that.
Okay.
All right. New business. I only had the impersonator on there, Brenda. So I don't know if I have any other.
Okay, the gentleman's name is. Let me look. I just Charlie Novakovich, Novakovich. I guess he said he was a Garth Brooks impersonator, and he wants to do some fundraisers with us at the village, like doing concerts or something like that. I try to get him to come on right now, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I did invite him to put in for a commissioner, tell him what he needed to do because he said he was interested, and I also added him to our commission group and historical society as well as the volunteer page. His son is the one that's in the Boy Scout troop that wants to help out for the painting day.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Whatever help he can give us, I will back.
we had a lot of people last Saturday show up. So we had probably about 8 to 10 people show up last Saturday. Excuse me.
Jonathan, did you have anything for new business?
No, nothing at the moment.
Okay.
Everything everything you've been bringing up is just stuff that, that's the same deal.
Okay. I did talk to Jonathan and Brenda about building some bookcases to sit on top of the file cabinets in the archives, so we can put the ledgers in, the tall old ledgers. and any heavy books. I was thinking of using uh, either, well, it'd probably be better with 2x6 or 2x8 pieces of wood to make the bookcases, but make the sections of the bookcases uh, just wide enough that they sit on 2 file cabinets. So it would be 7 sections, 7 bookcases, but they're not going to be huge like the ones that we bought a few years ago. The reason being is the ledgers themselves are too heavy to sit on those bookcases because the shelves are bowing, and we need to be able to either stand those ledgers up or display them better than they are, so people can see what they are and be able to pull them down if they want to look at them. So I was going to go and get some 2x6 and make those if nobody objects.
No objection.
No objection.
We
Okay.
just need to make sure people use white gloves when they look through those ledgers.
I have a bunch of white gloves I'm gonna bring up on Saturday.
Maybe make a sign to stating you need to use white gloves to look at these items.
And even if we run out of the white gloves, as long as they wear some gloves, so the oils from their hands don't transfer onto the pages, that would be great. Anything for historical buildings?
Just I saw the outhouse. One of the boards are coming off the outhouse.
There's a hole in one.
Yeah, there was one that fell down, and then I tried to get into it to get salt for Saturday, and I couldn't get the latch to come off, and then I couldn't get the lock to lock when I tried to relock it up.
Okay, so we need a new lock.
Because you know how the thing goes over the loop.
Oh,
It got stuck on me, and I couldn't get it to move forward or backwards. And then to get the lock on there, I tried to force the padlock in, but it wasn't working with me.
okay.
Well, Jonathan and I were at just a couple weeks ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
and John got in there last week, so
Yeah.
I had no males to help me. It was just Cassie and I working. And I was trying to get salt on the ramp because the new gutters have overflowed and it created ice on the ramp right in front of the door for the row house. So I didn't think I put a lot of salt down there and broke down the icicles.
Okay. Anything for Octagon?
Kinds of
Anything?
things.
What's that? There's
all
plenty
kinds of columns falling down, and
yeah. Apparently Don's got volunteers lined up to do the columns in the spring. So we'll get that. Anything for Eloise other than the gutters and the ramp?
We need some mops there because everybody came in and the floors look really bad and I had no way of cleaning them up.
Thank you. Okay, so I want to go back to new business and add this. We need someone to do a inventory of cleaning supplies for the whole for the whole village. What we need to replenish, what we need to get, replace or whatever. So is there a volunteer that will do that?
If I have time after working on the archives, I've been trying to clean up the archives. I did spend all last Saturday working on stuff. So, I mean, I could try.
Let me talk to Cassie and see if that's something that she is willing to take on. It shouldn't be that hard to write down. We have 4 brooms, 4 mops. We need 2 buckets. Shouldn't be that hard to write down all the stuff that we have and that we need. So I have a shopping list that I can then go to the city, get the credit card, and go to Lowe's or whatever.
I know we need tape for the label maker for the
Okay.
archives.
Anything for Collins, Felton?
Did that brook bed get made? I never
No.
made it over there. Up.
No, we didn't do that yet.
So it's still in the garage.
It's still in the carriage shed.
Okay, I'll see if I can get there this weekend. I've got tied up with some issues last couple weekends.
I know we do. I have some research. I have to do something that came through on our messenger for one of the schools. So that's one thing I'm going to be working on Saturday too.
Anything for McKee other than we can't get there?
Just needs to be cleaned up.
Well, we can't get there.
I know.
Not and walk through 3 feet of snow.
It should be water now.
Funny. Okay, a swamp. Perrinsville.
I haven't been out
If
there.
somebody, what?
I haven't been out there.
If somebody can take a look at that, just to run by there, make sure the pipes in the bathroom and the utility room haven't burst.
I'll try to do that tomorrow because I want to go over to the Veterans Memorial and try to see about what bricks are placed at the Veterans Memorial.
Okay.
And photograph them.
I don't know if my keys work anything at the school or not, but I can come back. I come that way. I can come that way from work and check it sometime for you.
It should.
Your key, if it unlocks the carriage shed, it will unlock all 3 doors over there.
Oh, really? Okay.
If I'll text you, well, you're only going to go into don't go in the main building, but go in, check the utility room.
Bathroom. Sure.
Yeah, check the
I'll
bathroom.
do it tomorrow on the way home from work, and if it doesn't work, I'll text you.
Okay. Winnook Garage, I have nothing other than it still needs electricity. And any comments or questions? Okay, hearing none. Our next meeting, I didn't change on here, is the last Tuesday of February.
You mean March?
I'm sorry, March, which is probably the 23rd. 24th, 30th,
23rd or 29th is the last
30th.
Tuesday of March.
No, it's Thursday. It's the 30th.
Or 30th, yes.
It's easy to remember. It's my birthday.
What's that?
It's my birthday, so it's easy to remember.
Happy birthday.
All right.
So who's gonna get the cake for Mike and share it through Zoom?
Well, if you don't mind me eating in front of you, I'll go get it.
Porch drop off.
Porch drop off. All right. Any other concerns, comments, questions?
Do we have a quorum now since Jonathan's here?
Yeah. We'll go back. Jonathan, were you able to read the minutes from last month?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a motion to accept the minutes for January?
I will motion to accept those minutes.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And our business is complete for the month for February. And I think this is the shortest meeting I've ever conducted.
John Grace, if you're going to be over there this weekend, let me know. I'll try to get over there and help you with that bed.
Okay, I should be able to make it. I'll verify. I got called into work last weekend, so I couldn't
Same
make
here.
it.
So let me just give me a heads up later in the week if you may find out.
Sure.
I can try to stop by and help. So not a big deal.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather I text you Friday night or Saturday morning?
Friday night would be just fine.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will make a motion to adjourn at 7:43 p.m.
Is there a second?
Sure.
John Gray,
I
second.
second.
All right.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
We'll see everybody next month on Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care,
Good
folks.
night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good to see
Bye.
everyone.
You as well. Thank
Good
you.
to see you, Mike.
Haven't seen you for a while, Mike. Good to see you.
Yeah. Same here.
Thanks.
Hey, Dennis.
Come over and join us again.
What's that?
Have you been? Has everything been okay? You know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I've been working a lot.